All right, so now we'll look at a few examples, and the goal is to determine which of these light bulbs, if any, are going to light. And we have to think about that based on how they're set up. So if we look at example one, first thing we should do is we should realize the top part of the battery is positive and the bottom is negative. So electrons will move through the negative wire, potentially through the light bulbs, and then onward to the positive. We have what we call here a complete circuit. So we know right off the bat that the electrons will leave from the bottom of the battery, and they can certainly make it to the part of bulb B, which has the threads on it that would screw into the socket, because that's directly connected. The question now becomes, if they want to get to the positive terminal of the battery, must they go through the light bulb? And in this case, we can see that because that insulating piece is blocking the path that those electrons want to take, there's only one way to get through that insulator, and that is to go through the bulb, and to then go through the little hole in that insulating donut and then potentially onto bulb A. So bulb B will light because I have one wire touching the threaded section and the other positive wire is coming in on the bottom of that bulb. If that insulating piece wasn't there, this would not light. Electrons would jump right through and go to bulb A. However, because one wire touches the bottom and one wire touches the threaded side, there's only one pathway. I must go through bulb B if in fact I'm an electron. All right, so we assume this electron goes all the way through that wire, goes through the filament in B. It's now at the bottom of that bulb on B. It wants nothing more than to get to the positive section. But if you notice, if I'm an electron on one side of that threaded section after I've left bulb B, well, the wire is touching that threaded section. So I actually don't need to go through bulb A. I can pass right through that threaded conductive piece and go right to the positive section. So in this case, bulb B is the only bulb that will light, since it's the only bulb that I am forced to go through in order to get to the positive section. A essentially is what we call short-circuited. I don't have to go through the bulb. I can jump straight across that threaded section and be on my way.